muscles. But I got fired. Kristen will go around town and get Thai massages. She'll come to me bitching. She's like, Robert, they suck.
They don't compare.
Like, it's it's getting to the point I can't go get a session with anyone unless they've trained with you. Like, their work is, and I'm like, okay, I mean, if you go tell them that, they're going to be pissed. Like, I just do what I do, Kristen, and you were fortunate enough to continue showing up and training. Like, I can teach it to anybody, and she keeps going, where are all the Austin massage therapists? And I go, good question.
Yeah.
The bottom line is, most of the massage industry, like if you had to say, what percentage of massage therapists work for someone else, and what percentage work completely for themselves?
Yeah.
80-20, 90-10?
Yeah.
Something like that. So 90% of the industry works for somebody else, where they can't do mat work. So I've got to lean on that 10% and convert just a small number of them to be able to build. I don't hear from students who do it that it's ineffective. I hear challenges where they're like, well, but you know, Gloria comes in for her massage and like she wants the oil and cream, and she's like, yes, you have a current business. You have created a table cream, glide, and nudity service.
There you go.
Gloria wants that service, which is fine. You get to decide, how do you want to continue working with Gloria? Do you want to minimize clients like Gloria? Do you want to like where do you? I'm not telling you just to do what I do, by the way.
Exactly.
Where do you want to go? And they're like, oh,
exactly.
But this is hard. Like, I'm like, yes, this is business stuff. This is business stuff.
Yeah.
Students, literally, I've seen this. They'll study with me online and they get angry that I won't open a brick and mortar. And the reason is because they think that the brick and mortar is the proof of concept. And I'm like, I'm not interested in managing therapists. If you came to me, Monica, because based on what you accounting, I'm like, oh, she has an accounting background. That would be helpful. All right, cool. She's much nicer and more attractive than I am. She would be much better as a daily boss. Then there's this thing where we work together to build if you decided to go that direction. The challenge is most of what I'm doing is just one guy shouting in the darkness and the industry going, no, this is not how this works. And I'm like, okay, I mean, it's fine. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And there's nothing about the responses of my clients that's making me question what I do. I question my sanity daily because of the massage community. Because the people who leave hate mail on my, and this is my personal page, by the way. I shared it through my business page. There's no response. I share it through my personal page. There's a goddamn flame war going on. And I go, hey, you realize this is my personal page, right?
Personal page,
There's a reason I don't follow you. You're a loser. I don't give a shit what you think. How about that? And they're like, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like, well, it's in the podcast. Do you want to record it and put it on loop and get a DJ to, you're a loser. Right? Robert Gardner said it. You're a loser. You're a loser. Like, I don't spend my time just complaining about what other people do on the internet.
Exactly.
I'm like, okay, don't like it.
You know what? When you continue to do what you do, Robert, because you're listening to the people who are saying what your work is doing is benefiting. You're not listening to the naysayers. And that's why you're continuing and you're making progress, because what you're doing is working. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be here right now. And you'd already be trying to figure out another way.
Nah, there are points, I swear to God, I feel insane. Like, I worked on Anju. She left a Google review on my page, which is why I used her name. I worked on Anju, and she had like a laundry list of carpal tunnel and plantar fasciitis, and it was such a long list of medical stuff that I was like, okay, Anju, let's do a session so we can talk, because I need more information. She went from a 7 to a 2 in the second session, and when she stood up at a 2 after the second session, she goes, "You mean I don't need surgery?" I'm like, Anju, I don't diagnose or treat conditions. You have tight muscles. All I've done is delivered a stimulus into your nervous system to get those muscles to relax. It's not magic. I teach it. Anybody can learn to do it. I can show you how to work on yourself, Anju. It's not exactly the same, But
Right.
it's like, if your pain drops to a 2, you haven't told me anything that a doctor would need to do surgery to remove. As I continue getting feedback like that, that's where I feel insane, because the clients are like, this is amazing. Why aren't massage therapists doing this? And I go, because it's not what they're taught in school. What?
Exactly.
But this solves the problem. And I go, it'll take time.